What's up, checking in crew? I'm Alexis.
Hey, and I'm Liz.
And this is Rain Check Podcast, as you guys know by now. Okay? Because we are going through Vlogmas right now with all the other content creators. And we decided to put a little more on our load and still check in.
Yeah.
So, check in real quick, before we get started.
So, with my journey that I've been going on, I've been trying to do things different. Usually, I get depressed, I get sad, I'm out here, no family. I don't have my parents, but this year I'm really focusing on being grateful for what I do have and not getting into the, I'm so lonely phase. More of the, let's go try something new instead.
Yeah. Ooh, and that connects to what the conversation I wanted to get into anyways today. But before I get into that, make sure you guys at home like, comment, and subscribe, and keep supporting these videos. Like, this is the only way we're going to be able to keep getting these videos out to you and to be able to check in. So just one like, one share. It's free. Why not, hit that button at home for us, and let's get into it. But the holiday season is always just weird, especially when you like learning yourself, and I don't want to get too like deep into it, but like spiritually is weird. My kids recently asked me like, do you plan on ever going back to church? And it just like put me in like a space where I'm like, okay, this is where I'm at in life. You got to face it, figure it out, or whatever, especially during the holiday season. But we naturally are givers. So this season also is going to always be a joyous time for us, I think. Because we get to just gift, girl. Us, we'll load up an Amazon cart quick.
In a heartbeat. But that's our love language. That's one of our love languages.
Oh, yeah.
We are gift givers.
That's what we do. But we were on the same beat, not even as just a company, but we're just on the same beat like usual about giving this year. Mm-hmm. And we were like, okay, angel tree, whatever it is, we're gonna figure it out and donate to someone. The holidays typically do that, but it just makes you step back and think like, who can I help?
See, and that was the same for me. That's why I was so persistent on the angel tree. Because to be honest, if you're not familiar with the angel tree, back in the day, and it is sponsored by the Salvation Army, but back in the day, you used to be able to walk into Walmart, pick you a kid's name off that tree, and go shop.
Yes.
And deliver the toys to the kid. But that's how I got Christmas. That was Christmas. That's how we grew up,
Yes.
And with us being in the space that we're in, how could we not? I want to do the same thing for somebody else, because a lot of years, complete strangers made my day.
Have to. There's so many people that sit on podcasts now and could tell their story and where they came from, and a lot of us have similar backgrounds. That's the reason why we develop platforms to be able to talk about it. And I love that we connect on a lot of things, not only just being family, but because of our struggle. Before we didn't even know until recently that we both had Charlie Brown trees growing up. Like,
okay. So for y'all who don't
please
know,
let them know, please.
I didn't know the name, but what I did know is we had a tree, okay?
Yeah.
And one year, my sister who raised me, she made a tree on the wall out of the garland, and it was cute.
Yeah. It
had the little box and the tree shape, and we hung ornaments, and it was Christmas. It didn't matter. I didn't even know that was a real thing until we were talking about it.
Girl, and we talked about it because I was like, I didn't want to talk before we got on a podcast, but I want to let you know, what I plan on bringing up. And like I told you, it's not even a sad thing, No. It's not even sad, because I think of it more of like, my mom made it happen,
Absolutely.
And like I told you, I don't even remember like the presents, the amount of presents we had, the specific, none of that. I remember she put these lights up in a tree, in a tree figure, and it was just like, I thought it was creative. My childhood brain would have never combined it or correlated it with broke.
Yeah.
You know how broke you got to be able to get some dollar lights. You know what I'm saying? Hang them up. And my mom had the bells, like, or the ornaments hanging off of it.
It was decorated. That's what I'm saying.
So,
it was a tree.
So crazy. A Charlie Brown tree. And that makes me feel so old. But a Charlie Brown tree, where the poorest of poor, where you just got what you got, and that's it. And I just think, could you imagine how many more and bigger cities and you just get to thinking about that. I hope you do, especially if you've been through it. And that's what I was saying, like with the battle of my spirituality or whatever during the holiday season. What I do know is giving back. What I do know is remembering people during this time and thinking about people and thinking about sometimes just outside of your own household. And I get it. My mom, most giving person I know, didn't have 2 nickels to rub together sometimes and still giving to people. And I never understood it until I got older. Because like we said, that's how you get what you're going to get later on. That is literally how. Because right now you might have a little bit. And you still give, you still, you know. And I ain't saying run ragged for nobody.
Right.
But being thoughtful. Yep. And I want you to say, like, because it kind of cut out again about gratitude.
Show gratitude.
Yep.
If you've been in this situation before and you've worked hard or whatever you've done to get ahead of where you were, you got to show gratitude. You have to. Mm-hmm. How could you not? You know what it feels like not to have.
Yep.
Like, you know, I know what it's like to wake up Christmas morning and be like, damn, I wish my mom and dad was here.
Yeah.
You know? I know what I understand. I get it. I've seen the companies come by the door one by one and drop off these big boxes of gifts for us. Because even though our family weren't in the best positions, they still made sure we had.
Yep. Absolutely. And that reminds me too, because I have been a harsh person. I've been told that I've been harsh or given that I come down on people like what they have done or maybe done to me, you know, or around me. It really makes me just consider like people tried. The people that had us, the guardianships or whoever that was around us tried. More specifically, my mom. Because I hold her accountable for a lot of the stuff that has happened to me in my life and my childhood. But that never takes away. Selena did her big one. Selena did her thing. You know, like even if it was, we might have gotten donated presents. It was 8 of us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you got to know some presents came through that door, whether she was working 3 jobs, whatever it was. So we on a platform, we almost come off sometimes like we're only talking about the bad that you go through. We got to acknowledge them queens that we both were raised by.
And I feel like that's people who can't really understand what we're saying.
Yeah.
Because I'm an adult, because I draw boundaries, and because I hold you accountable of what you did to me, does not mean I'm saying you're a bad person.
Yep.
That means you did things to me that hurt me, and you have to take responsibility for that. I'm not discrediting anybody, because, baby, I know it was hard.
Yes.
And you made it happen.
Yeah.
But let's take accountability for how you made me feel. And I feel like that's okay. I don't know what anyone else feels like, but I feel like that.
Yeah. And it's what works for you.
Yeah.
I just want to, during this holiday season, just reflect on anything. And that's, you know, not to harbor on bad things like we said, but to give gratitude and acknowledge what people have done, what they tried to do, what they're going to do. You know, like just during the holiday season, I think that's the best thing you could take away from is the joy that it puts everyone in. Just spread as much positivity as you possibly can.
Yes. Be happy. Life is good. You're breathing.
Yeah.
You can talk.
That's
you can walk. Be grateful that you can get up and look outside. Like.
Yep. And that's it. All right. I think we don't even need to do like a gym or drop a gym or nothing. We just did. It's over. The conversation over. But thank you guys for checking in and again for supporting us. I am Alexis.
And I'm Liz.
And now we are checking out.
See ya.
Bye.